I actually got a. That's probably why.
Oh,
I don't know if I've been here before or not. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's my first time, so I hope you guys take it easy on me. Just joking, of course.
awesome. Right, yeah, we've got about a minute to go, Alex, and then I'll start the record and introduce you, and we can go into the Drive Crypto project.
Definitely. Let me just ask you, just to make sure that we're on the same page. As I understood, this is gonna run for about 30, 40 minutes, maybe maximum, something like that.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes. They
30
say, yeah.
minutes. Okay. Do you have a particular strategy in mind in which you want to run the AMA, or should I just go with the flow, present the most important factors, the utility, the team, and go from there? How do you want to run this?
Yeah, we normally do it in a podcast style. So I've done the research, got questions from the white paper, and we just go back and forth together, maybe through the project.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, sounds good for me.
Yeah.
I'll probably state this again once you start the recording. I also have the team very close to me, so if any questions that I don't know the answer appear, I'm gonna make sure that we get the answer either through the voice chat or I'm gonna type them in the chat after we end, if that's okay with you guys.
Okay, yeah. The chat's locked while we're going. If you need it to put anything in there, you can we can make someone admin. And yeah, if anyone wants to put the hand up from the team, if they need to um, chip in on the AMA with any certain questions. Uh, is Milan part of the team?
No,
See,
no.
oh, no.
As part of the team, I'm not sure if they joined already. We should
Okay.
have Renato, Alessandra, and
Right, so
Alan.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've
Okay.
unmuted
And
Alexander.
that's probably it. Now I'm gonna be the speaker for the project for the entire duration. But again, I mean, Alan actually joined right now. I don't know if he raised his hand, but still, he's there. Um, so yeah, I mean, whenever you're ready, we can definitely give this a go, and we'll go with the flow. Definitely, I'll let you run things.
Okay, awesome. I'll start the recording, introduce you, and we can go into the Drive Crypto project. Okay, good afternoon to the WorldCoin Talk community. Today we have an AMA with Drive Crypto. Drive Crypto is the first Web3 mobility app developed based on Drive to Earn concept. Drive Crypto are here to change environmental mindsets. Part of the project's profits will be used on charging station expansions in USA, Spain, and Brazil. And we'll go into the racing game, the play to earn, and the NFTs shortly. But first, Alex, if you could just tell us a bit about the core team's background and experience.
Perfect. Thank you kindly for the introduction, Glenn. Hello, everybody. My name is Alex. I'm the AMA speaker for Drive Crypto. Pleasure to be here at WorldCoin Talk. You guys have a wonderful community, so it's definitely a pleasure to be hosted by you. As I've said, I'm gonna skip through the introduction about myself. I'm an AMA host. Let me go straight into the team. Now, take into account that there are more than 30 people working into the project: moderators, administrators, admins, support, development, and so on and so forth. As far as the core team goes, we have Alan, who's the CEO. We have Renato Passos, who's the CMO. Guilherme is the senior developer. Alessandra, the international support representative. Jack Severnini, the CFO. Douglas Ferreira, the COO. Gledson Poggioni, who's the CIO. Then you have Warley Silva, who's the graphic analyst. As far as the experience goes, I mean, each and every one of them have, first of all, they're fully doxed and KYC'd. So transparency is one of the qualities that they want to bring forward to the crypto blockchains. They have quite the experience. Everybody's been around the blockchain and the crypto industry for at least 4 or 5 years, through various industries and niches. As far as, for example, Alan goes, he actually started a crypto school last year, but he's been in the market for at least 5 years. Renato has a background, has been in the market for about 10, 12 years, maybe even more than that. And in the last couple of years, he's been working as the marketing strategist. Alessandra dedicated her full time to crypto since 2020. Guilherme, the senior developer, has been in the space since 2018. So as you guys can see, there's plenty of experience combined. That we take into account the moderators and administrators as well. Everybody's been super keen on every particular detail for the project. They've started working on this project since October 2021. and they have what it takes to make this succeed, especially because they focus on a particular industry that's constantly in development and has a huge adoption over the space. I hope that answers the question in detail, Glenn.
Hey, great, Alex. Yeah. So can we go into the Drive Crypto play to earn, how it works, or Drive to earn for investors?
Definitely. Well, I mean, the project, as I've said, why did the team come with the idea? How did they thought about it? Well, it's pretty simple. They started by seeing that through the COVID situation and the whole pandemic impact, more and more people relied on driving as in Uber, Bolt, FedEx, whatever the case be. Uh, as an alternative to earn money during the crisis and pretty much the terrible conditions, market conditions that we had. If we take a look, the team actually realized that in December 2021, Uber's statement was that they have surpassed 3 million drivers. If you combine that with FedEx and the mail services fleet and DHL and so on and so forth, over 8 million delivery cars worldwide. So the team thought, listen, we up with a solution where we monetize the habit and implement another earning system. So if you're hired at one of those companies or maybe others, and that requires you to drive, you can download our application, and with the purchase of our NFTs, through the purchase of our NFTs, you are incentivized and you can monetize your daily driving. Basically, how this goes, and I'm going to go straight into the details of the project. The ecosystem is a progressive system built on the core principle where our users, our investors and traders and early adopters, they need to purchase our Drive crypto tokens. Now, from there on, the two main areas in which you're going to use them are A, you're going to purchase our NFTs. The NFTs are used for both Drive to Earn and Play to Earn applications, or B, to recharge at the electric car station. I'm going to put an asterisk there on the electric car station recharging, because this is very important. Now, one of our partners, I'm going to digress a bit just so you guys understand why am I focusing on the charging stations. One of our partners is NRZ, a global operating company, a Brazilian company that's focused on financial sustainability within the biggest global trend, which is the sustainable energy. Now, they are one of our partners, and through them, we have managed so far to implement, and that's physically implemented, not in the metaverse, 6 electric recharging stations over various areas in Brazil. So at the moment, once you guys are going to own our tokens, if you have the opportunity to encounter one of our station, the recharging station, you guys are able to pay with our token and actually recharge your car, because you guys, I'm probably sure that the electrical cars have an autonomy, and once that autonomy runs off, you need to recharge it. So you guys are going to be able to recharge the car at one of our stations using our native token. So that's the second main area in which you guys can use it. When we're talking about, because again, maybe this question will appear, what if we don't live in Brazil? I mean, we're still at an incipient stage when it comes to the charging stations. 6 of them are already there in Brazil. We're going to tackle the European side as well. We're in talks right now to implement 4 more, 2 of them in Portugal and 2 of them in Spain. I'm going to say bit by bit and step by step, we're going to implement even more over the course of the years. But what needs to be taken into account is the fact that, first of all, our partner, which is a Brazilian company, sustained and supported us a lot through this. So it was easier to start there, of course. It's not that easy to expand, especially, and I'm gonna put a very, very important, I'm gonna underline this with as many lines as possible. We developed actually all of our utility, not most of it, during harsh conditions in the market, because the team has been around this project since October 2021. And if you guys remember, October 2021, they started to think about what would happen if we were to do this. Let's review the factors and conditions. And the market started to go downside, and it kept going down and down and down. And while the market was at its poor condition, let's say, all the utility that I'm going to present to you guys, the NFTs, the NFT marketplace, the application that you guys can use you guys can download right now to actually use our NFTs and Drive to Earn when we're going to have the launch, those were already implemented and developed within the bear market. Now, to go back a bit into the NFTs, and so that you guys can understand why is it important for us to purchase, and for you guys actually to purchase the crypto tokens. You guys are going to use those, as I've said, to purchase our NFTs. Now, with the NFTs, we have two categories. Now, the play to earn in particular, that's going to be developed and released in late September. The team is working on it actually as we were speaking, but the main focus right now was the drive to earn, so that gets fully released and launched once the token launches as well. The game itself, pretty self-explanatory. What I'm going to say is a Fast and Furious style race. At the end, top three will be able to claim their prize and exchange it for the drive coins. That's how the game is going to be developed. Now, your NFT cars will be used on the drive to earn and on this particular play to earn game as well. Each of them is unique, and you can only imagine why, because it has each of the NFT has its own perks and variables. In order for you guys to be even more competitive, you can only imagine that the pricier the NFT, the better the variables and conditions it has. Going back to the drive to earn, you guys have the tokens. We're going to fast forward through the launch. You have the tokens already, and you're thinking about acquiring an NFT. You're going to go to our NFT marketplace, which is store.drivecrypto.io. From there on, you guys are going to actually see two ways in which you can acquire the NFTs. Now, if you guys want to acquire something that you already see and you already have in front of you, the first thing that you're going to see is various cars and various prices. For example, for me right now, I'm just going to read some of them that I'm seeing on the NFT marketplace. They may not look the same on your side because it's an adaptive display, so that I say, and they constantly move. So if you guys want to go for the cheapest one, let's say, that's gonna have 100 as the price. It's gonna start from 100 drive crypto tokens. Now the most expensive one, of course, is the best. Right now on the website, I think you can also see a 2,200 one, 2,400, 2,500, and so on and so forth. Those can actually be purchased, and you see already what you buy. But if you guys want to, let's say, take a gamble, so you're not interested in paying, you're thinking 100 is not exactly what you want to pay. It's it's basically cheap, but you guys are not willing to spend 2,000 or 3,000 tokens on it. You guys can take a lottery. If you scroll down through the marketplace, you're gonna see an NFT box, two different prices for that, 210 and 280 tokens. That's what it's going to cost. And those are lottery-based boxes. So whatever you get randomized, you can get a very expensive NFT, but you can get a very cheap one as well. Typically, I don't want to speculate on the odds, so I'm not going to say you have 70% chances to get that or 50% to get that. It's all up to you guys, however you want to tackle this particular side. When it comes to the utility, so you got the tokens, you decided to purchase the NFT, whatever way you decided to go through purchasing the NFT. Once you have that, you're going to download the application. Now, the Drive to Earn application right now is available. You guys can actually download the APK. Now, what do I mean by APK? In order for Google and App Store to release a application, they're not going to do it instantly. We actually discussed with them. The application is going to be available on App Store and Google Play Store, but it's going to take 30 days from the launch of the application for it to be available. So Google has to implement it on their site, and Apple as well, but it's going to take 30 days. Until then, because we will definitely launch the token until then, you guys can download the .apk and install it through your phone. It's the same application that's going to be available on the App Store. It's just that it's not on the App Store yet. So it's definitely secure. It's not even a problem, but it's the only way to download the application and start earning. You download the application, you link it through the NFT, and basically from there on, the system is going to run on the Google GPS, of course, so that it's going to track your movement and the miles or kilometers done. You need a 30 kilometer speed, which is 15 or 16 miles, if I'm not mistaken, in order to be taken into account. You guys can imagine why did we implement that, because I mean, I don't think someone can run constantly at 30 kilometers per hour, and it does need a certain speed for it to be taken into account. One thing that I want to tackle here: what if you don't have a car? Maybe that's one of the questions. Not even a problem. You still own the NFT, and based on that NFT, you can use a subway, you can use a train, uh, maybe a bicycle. I'm not sure if 30 kilometers per hour is a lot or not. Taxi, bus, whatever other transportation method, as long as you guys have a connection and the required 30 kilometers per hour and the application installed, of course, it will be taken into account for the rewards to be generated into the application and claimed by each of our investors. That pretty much sums it up in terms of utility. In terms of, let's say, other incentives that I want to bring forward, and I'm sure these will probably be discussed again over the course of this AMA. What do we bring to the table more than that? We're going to have staking as well. Staking is going to be locked for certain periods. In terms of the APY, I'm going to speculate and provide an estimation. It's probably going to be somewhere around 20 to 30%. That's an incentive for the people that have coins and they just want to hold the coins. When we're talking about holding, let me share with you something that I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen so far. Right at the moment, I'm not sure if you guys are aware or not, we're running a fair launch. Fair launch started yesterday. It's still good to go for another 5 days. As progress right now, we're looking at 328 BNB already raised. Less than 24 hours as an estimation. Now, why should you guys buy our fair launch? Why did we decide fair launch? First of all, because we want to award everybody a chance to get in. But then you guys would be wondering, why should I buy the fair launch, not just wait for the token to launch? Well, here comes the answer. The first 600 buys of at least 2 BNB are going to be, let's say, entered into a competition if those owners keep their purchases for 72 hours minimum. So basically, you have 2 BNB, you want to spend 2 BNB on our fair launch. You buy 2 BNB, you get 1 ticket. You buy 4 BNB, you get 2 tickets. 6 BNB, 3 tickets, and so on and so forth in a progressive way. You hold those tokens for 72 hours after launch. You are automatically, if you are within the first 600, of course, you're automatically entered into the pool for a lottery. Now, the lottery itself is going to be a giveaway live to be done on our Telegram, in which we will select one winner to award $12,600 in BUSD. Give or take the taxes on that amount, I'll say probably 3 to 5%. I'm not sure how much that is, but that's the pool. So the number that we're starting from, take into account the taxes, is $12,600. One winner for those. If they qualify, 600, the first 600 buys, minimum 2 BNB, hold for 72 hours. What's going to happen if you guys hold for another 4 days, so 7 days in total? You will get an extra bonus, a trip to New York, Paris, or Rio de Janeiro. The hotel and air tickets are included. Other benefits such as meals, visa, and insurances, those are not included. But the total price of this is 1.5K BUSD as the price. So if you're confident, if you embrace our vision, our long-term perspective, you understand that the industry and the niche in which we are succeeding in and striving to succeed even more is a long-term. Every car producer is actually digressing from the standard cars, the gas and diesel ones, towards the electrical vehicles, because first of all, the sustainable energy and the renewable energy, and they're not cheaper to be built, but I think they're cheaper to be, let's say, maintained probably in the long term. So if you guys envision this and you're willing to hold for at least 72 hours or even 7 days, those are 2 incentives. As I've said, the fair launch is live. It's going to run for another 5 days. Now, our official launch is going to be on the 9th of August, 3 p.m. UTC. The giveaway will happen on August 18th. The time is to be announced in our channel, so make sure you follow us on the socials to be informed about that. And we will be doing it live on Telegram. Let me see if... so yeah, I mean, in terms of the utility, You guys need to purchase the token. You guys are going to purchase the NFTs, and based on that, in our application, you can drive to earn. Eventually, you will be able to use those NFTs in the play to earn game as well. Late September, that is. You got staking. Also, you will be getting BUSD rewards because and here I'm gonna touch a bit the taxes. Our buy and sell taxes will be 10%. Sell taxes 10% means 2.5% into the liquidity pool, 2.5% into development, 4% into marketing, and 1% for burn. Now, the 10% on buy means 2.5% into liquidity, 2.5% into development, 2% into marketing, 2% into BUSD reflections, the one that I was covering, and then 1% for burn. So staking, BUSD reflection, we're also going to get the 1% for burning the tokens. You guys are going to get incentivized if you're willing to hold the tokens and purchase them. And I mean, that kind of covers pretty much of the ideas that I had in mind to present to you guys. In terms of security for the token, this is probably another aspect of it. We are fully the team actually is fully doxed, KYC'd. The audit is done by Spywolf. You guys can check that on our website, and I think from PinkSale as well. If you click on the audit, it's gonna link you directly to the audit file. And take into account that Certix Skynet is actually on board as well. We're at 70%, but due to the fact that they're taking too long, we didn't want to prolong the launch too much. So we're gonna stick to Certix after launch. It's on board. I think it's already announced on our socials as well, and you guys can see it on their website too. That this is full transparent, and I'm not making this up. And it will happen. It's just a matter of time. After the launch, it will happen. It's probably going to be within a couple of days. So to say, I'm going to check that for you guys in depth just to make sure that I'm not providing incorrect information. We didn't actually outsource someone to build a contract. We didn't get it from any other launchpad. Our software, our in-house developer, actually, Guilherme, did it, and he has quite the experience. He has been doing this for a lot of years in the space. In terms of partnerships, because I did mention Energy as one of our partners. Another partner that I wanted to present to you guys. Sorry about that. Is Hamilton Amorim. He is the president of Bandic Bank. And along with Alexandre Sperafico, I'm not sure if you guys know who he is. He is an ex-pilot Formula Indy and our official ambassador. Now, Alexandre plays a huge role within the team and within the project, actually, because due to this partnership, our NFTs will also award benefits in Formula E grand prizes, such as VIP area access, free admissions, meet the pilots, have some cocktails, stuff like that. So this is another side on the marketing and partnership that the team brings forward. And I think that kind of sums it up. I know you mentioned Glenn some questions, so let me know if you want to start that right now. From my perspective, I think I managed to cover the most important factors and aspects. I will reiterate these during the remaining of the AMA. So I'm gonna give you the floor, and yeah, let me know how you want to proceed from there. And thanks, definitely thanks to everybody for listening so far.
Okay, thanks, Alex, for the introduction. Yeah, you've covered most of the things. There was a few things I've got wrote down. There's the racing mode top 3 win rewards. That's for special car NFTs. Could we go into that? And the anti-cheating system on drive to earn. So like people like, say, lorry drivers can't get all the drive to earn cash.
Well, I mean, what people are gonna earn, actually, they're gonna earn points for driving, and those points can be exchanged for our token. So it's not a matter of earning cash, because how we envision the project is we need to provide the most utility to our token. That's what it all comes down to. Our token is the governance token, the utility token. Yeah, all in all, we rely on our token for the entire development. The minimum return on the investment is 10%. So that's at least what they're gonna get. but they will get it. And as I've said, on the drive to earn, they're going to get it in points. Those points can be exchanged for the token. And from there on, we can sustain the rewards on and on and on. Because every single purchase from the NFTs, that's going to be done with our native token, as I've mentioned. And from there on, they're going to get the NFTs. And then those particular coins that are going to enter the, let's say, the pool, they're going to be diverse and placed into the rewards, so that we can go on and on and on through a circle and maintain the feasibility. This probably is going to be a question, Glenn. Have we thought about this for the long term? Yes. By how we divided our tokenomics and the perspective on the drive to earn, I think we covered the long term. Let me know if this answers your question. The earnings are going to be made. I cannot provide exact numbers, and at this point in time, I don't think anybody can. But as I've said, depending on the NFT that you're going to acquire, if it's the cheapest one or if it's the highest rated one, you're going to go from a minimum of 10% up to potentially 800%. Of course, that depends on the NFT cost too.
Alex, yeah. And if we can go into the smart contract, what audits are planned around that and the marketing plans going forward after launch?
Definitely. Can you repeat, if we can go into the smart contract first? What exactly can I cover?
Are you getting an audit, like a CertiK audit, on the smart contract and the marketing plans after launch? Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. So as I've said, CertiK Skynet is on board. We're at 70% with them. The contract is already audited right now by Spywolf because we wanted security before launch. We could have waited, of course, for CertiK, but we discussed with the team, actually discussed with CertiK. They were on board. They reviewed our project. They know the utility is live already and the application is done. So they said, listen, you guys know that it takes a lot of time for CertiK. So that's why we decided, let's go for Spywolf. We have the utility ready and audited. We're going to launch. And from there on, from the 70%, it's only going to take a couple of more days from the launch for CertiK to have 100% released on our second audit. When it comes to marketing post launch, well, I mean, it's kind of interesting, and it's an ongoing story. And this is not something, even though I'm not covering probably most of it, more and more marketing will be done. One of the visions, as I've said, Renato's our CMO, and his vision is basically, if we don't apply the proper marketing and constant marketing, at some point we will be potentially losing customers. Sure, I mean, maybe people will know because I'm going to tell them or you're going to tell them, but we need to gain as much exposure as possible. And we will be doing this. We are already doing it, but we will continue to do so. First of all, through what we think to be the major platform, which is Twitter. We're already in talks with some, I'm going to say, major accounts. We're not looking at Twitter only from an influence point of view. Like if he has 100,000 followers, then we should go through him. We need to apply the proper path for the token, because we want to be perceived in the industry, not only on the blockchain space, but in the industry as a real key player. As I've said, Twitter is one of the main platforms that we're going to rely on, because we have our eye, and we're already talking through with some of the main players. We'll see if everything goes as planned, or we're going to adapt even more. YouTube, of course, on YouTube, we will mainstream pretty much every single development that we have. We're going to allow each user to have its own referral code in order to attract even more people. You guys know how this goes. You're going to generate your own referral code. You're going to share it with as much people and as many as you would like. And based on their registration, you're going to be rewarded. Every type of social campaign that you guys can think upon, we already thought about it, and we will put it in place. But another thing that Renato actually discussed with the team, he said, and I think this is the best strategy for a project, it's important to know when to release, what to release. So if we do all the AMAs in 2 or 3 days, and every major call will call us in 1 or 2 days, we're going to launch. People are going to know about us. We're going to look like a pump. And then people are probably going to take the profits or not. It's up to them. Everybody's free to do what they want. But what then? What are we going to rely on then? We need to do it in a progressive way, so that the major players and the major calls and the basically all the strategies that we have are going to be applied in a smart way. That's basically where I'm going with this. More AMAs will come, that's for sure. More AMAs on our channel, because we want to keep the community engaged. We want them to be engaged as much as we are, and for them to understand that once we launch, that's when it all starts. We already have the utility in place, but we're going to start partnering up with even more players, more, let's say, known faces. One thing that I probably should not say, but still, because we're on the marketing side, the team is already negotiating with, I'm pretty sure you guys know Benfica, a huge club in Portugal, and it's almost there. That's what I can say. They're already negotiating. The huge adoption that happens in Portugal right now is helping us as much as it's helping them. So as I've said, we want to make sure that we reach out to the proper contacts and proper people. We're going to do some again, aside for what we're doing already with the incentive, more competitions will follow one after the other, so that the community feels we value them and they know that we value them. Yeah, I mean, there are so many things so many things that are under NDA right now, and I'm not allowed to speak about them, but it's all going according to plan, at least for now. And yeah, I hope, definitely, I don't want to prolong this answer too long. I hope this answered the question, Glenn.
That's great, Alex. Yeah, I think you've covered most of it. A very nice speaker, might I say, Alex. It seems a great project, Drive Crypto. Unfortunately, we've run out of time today, but we do have the socials in our main chat. If any investors have got any questions, they can head into the Telegram, and I'm sure the team can answer any questions after the AMA. As we always say for Wellcoin Talk community investors, AMAs are for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice. You can check out the website white paper, like I say, and the official socials there in our main chat. It's been great speaking to you today, Alex. I'll finish the record and send a copy over for you to share with your community, and I'm looking forward to the future. You're launching on Grand Launchpad, I think. Yeah, if you send over a link into our shared chat, I can send that into the main chat for investors to check out the pre-sale also.
Definitely, Glenn. I'm gonna end by stating thank you, first of all, for you because you're such a great speaker and great host. Thanks to the community, to every one of the 340 people that attended. As Glenn said, do the research, decide for yourself. The best decisions are the ones that we take for ourselves. I hope that I was able to cover most of the details. If not, join the socials, do the research, read the white paper, and that was pretty much it. Thanks to everybody who took time from their Sunday to join us. And yeah, much pleasure to be here. Thanks a lot, Glenn, and the entire Whalecoin Talk community. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much for coming, Alex, and take care. And I'm looking forward to the pre-sale. When does it launch? Like 24 hours after the pre-sale finishes, in 5 or 6 days?
The fair launch is going to end in 5 days, and launch is going to be done on 9th of August at 3 p.m. UTC.
Awesome. Thank you very much for coming.
Definitely. Thanks a lot, Glenn. Much pleasure, and we'll talk soon, for sure.
Okay, take care.
Thank you, Glenn. Bye.